Today we're taking a closer look at an evolving alliance between Iran and South Africa. Have you ever wondered how two nations with unique histories can find common ground in shaping a more balanced world? Together, Iran and South Africa are reshaping global power dynamics through BRICS, a coalition challenging traditional Western dominance. Stay tuned to discover the history, the shared struggles, and the global vision these nations bring to the world stage. If you're interested in global politics, alliances, and new perspectives on world issues, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and join us on this journey for insightful content like this. Iran's anti-colonial struggle. Iran's journey to independence has been marked by centuries of interference from foreign powers. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, Iran's strategic location and abundant resources made it a target for global influence. During this time, British and Russian powers had strong interests in Iran. The British government even controlled Iran's oil industry, benefiting foreign investors at the cost of Iran's sovereignty. Imagine living in a country rich in resources, yet having foreign nations control what belongs to your land. How would you feel? This control over resources sparked Iran's desire for independence. In the early 1950s, Iran took a bold step by nationalizing its oil industry under Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. This was revolutionary. It would allow Iran to reclaim its resources and use its wealth to benefit the nation. But this wasn't without consequences. In 1953, the CIA and British intelligence orchestrated a coup that ousted Mossadegh, reinstalling the Shah and restoring Western control over Iran's oil industry. Historian Ervand Abrahamian explained, the 1953 coup sowed seeds of anti-imperialism that culminated in the Islamic Revolution. This coup served as a stark reminder of Western influence in Iran's affairs. This event fueled anti-imperial sentiments across Iran, setting the stage for the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Iran's new leadership took a clear stance, embracing an independent path and defying Western powers. Do you think that nationalizing resources should be every country's right? Or should international interests have a say? Let us know in the comments below. South Africa's anti-apartheid movement. In South Africa, a similarly powerful anti-colonial struggle was unfolding. Under apartheid, racial segregation and oppression dominated the lives of South Africa's black majority. Even though many nations condemned apartheid, support for South Africa's struggle was limited. While many governments hesitated to take a firm stance, Iran became one of the few nations extending support to the anti-apartheid movement. The support between Iran and South Africa marked the beginning of a deep bond rooted in justice, respect, and shared values. As Nelson Mandela once said, "We identify with Iran in our struggle against oppression." Mandela's words reflected the connection between their struggles, uniting both nations in a commitment to self-determination. After apartheid ended in 1994, South Africa emerged as a free and democratic nation, eager to redefine its place on the world stage alongside allies like Iran. Have you ever thought about how apartheid impacted South Africa's global relations? Let us know in the comments if this topic resonates with you. A new economic alliance, BRICS. In the 21st century, Iran and South Africa found a powerful new alliance in BRICS, a coalition that includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. BRICS was established to create a multipolar world, offering countries in the global south an alternative to Western-dominated organizations like the IMF and World Bank. As of October 2024, Iran is now a full member of BRICS, marking a historic moment for the coalition. BRICS provides developing nations a platform to challenge global power structures and reclaim control over their economic policies. For countries like Iran, BRICS is an opportunity to bypass economic sanctions and build trade partnerships beyond the constraints imposed by Western powers. South Africa, meanwhile, represents Africa within BRICS, advocating for the voices of developing nations. With Iran joining BRICS, the alliance has strengthened its representation of the global south. This inclusion brings a new level of representation for the Middle East and reinforces BRICS's mission to challenge Western influence. What do you think of BRICS? Do you believe alliances like this can change the global economic system? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Iran and Russia, mending the past. The alliance between Iran and Russia hasn't always been smooth. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union sometimes aligned with Western powers, complicating Iran's pursuit of independence. But in recent years, Russia and Iran have mended these historical tensions. They have found common ground, particularly in areas of regional stability and economic cooperation. Today, Russia supports Iran's role within BRICS, and both nations are working towards a shared vision. By backing Iran's entry into BRICS, Russia has shown its commitment to a stable Middle Eastern region that operates free from Western intervention. Did you know about the history between Iran and Russia? Let us know if this relationship surprises you and what you think it means for the future. The Palestinian Question. For both Iran and South Africa, supporting Palestine is an extension of their own anti-colonial struggles. For Iran, backing Palestinian sovereignty has been a priority since the Islamic Revolution. Iran provides economic and political support to Palestinian groups, frequently criticizing Israeli actions in Gaza. Iran sees the Palestinian question as one of human rights and regional stability. South Africa, inspired by its own fight against apartheid, also stands firmly with Palestine. The South African government condemns Israeli settlements and continues to call for Palestinian self-determination. South African leaders, including Minister Naledi Pandor, have openly championed Palestinian rights. As Pandor said, "Our position on Palestine is rooted in justice." Do you see connections between South Africa's apartheid history and the Palestinian cause? Share your perspective in the comments below. Towards a balanced global future. As members of BRICS, Iran and South Africa are united by their history of anti-colonial struggle and a commitment to justice. Together they represent a powerful force, one that challenges the idea of a world order dominated by any single bloc or ideology. Together, Iran and South Africa work to create a world where every nation has a voice, where sovereignty and equality are respected. This partnership symbolizes the growing strength of non-Western alliances and offers hope for a more balanced, fair global system. Do you believe alliances like BRICS can reshape the world order? Drop a comment and let us know your view on how global alliances should look in the future. If you enjoyed this deep dive into global alliances and perspectives, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay informed on world-shaping events. Join us as we continue exploring the stories and connections behind the headlines right here on NubianSpace.